welcome to Unicity channel on every Tuesday, 8 p.m. We will be catching up with global leaders, industry heads, finding out what makes them tick and why specifically they choose Unicity. Our guest for today from Vietnam, Presidential Ruby Hoai Nam. Graduated from Aston University, England, President Nam owns several successful businesses before he heard of Unicity. President Nam joined Unicity in 2013. Within a year, just a year, he qualified as Presidential Director. In October 2020, President Nam qualified as Presidential Ruby. His group currently is one of the biggest and fastest growing groups in Vietnam, with 6 presidents under President Nam. Without further ado, let's hear from the man himself. President Nam, welcome on board.
Good evening.
Hi, President Nam.
Good evening.
Welcome on board.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for accepting our invitation and join us. Thank you to all your supporters who are online today also. Right, we are very excited and would love to hear your success story, President Nam. Would you mind to share with us how you made it? What is your secret of success that you're able to bring Vietnam to such height today?
Okay, so first of all, I would like to thank you that Unicity Singapore, you invited me to share a speech to your leaders. Actually, I was in Singapore many times to support Unipower system back in the old days. So today I'm very excited. Thank you all to be on this Zoom, and I would like to share my screen right now. Okay. So just bear with me 1 second.
Thank you.
Okay. So my story with Unicity started from 2013. But before Unicity, actually, I was graduated in the UK in the third business and management school grade in UK. And after graduated from the UK, I started as an employee working full-time for one of the mobile phone company in Vietnam. And I started with $300 per month. That is the basic salary of people who just graduated in Vietnam. So during the days that I was an employee, that is from 8 to 5 job, and I always dream to have more success. So actually, I try to work more, harder every day. So I climb up the organization tree step by step to be like manager and to be like executive. And then I joined the director board after 7 years of being employee. So my final salary as an employee was about $7 per month. Back in the day, that was quite good in Vietnam, actually, because comparing to the other people, they actually, my friends, their average income was about 3,000 to 4,000 maximum. But after that, I quit to join an investment company. The reason why I quit was because, being an employee, I was in the factory and at the firm for 24 hours per day. Payment rate was good, but I found out that if I want to achieve further success, I have nothing else to trade. Time was maximized already. No time to go back home, no time to even have dinner with my family. So one day, this guy in the middle, this picture was taken actually in Singapore, as you noticed, right? So this was about 2000. So during 2000, I went to Singapore and joining an investment firm, which actually belonged to the gentleman in the middle. Back there, his assets, as I know, reached about $100 million. So he told me that if you want to get rich, don't work for anyone, work for yourself. So I quit as a manager, as a director, and I tried to follow him many years to learn the art of investment. And actually, after 5 years, no salary, nothing, but we have learned from get paid by the deal. I believe that is about to be able to earn income depends on my contribution of a certain shares. But after 5 years, one incident happened, and this gentleman's father died. And at that time, I was so busy with him. I slept only for like 4 or 5 hours per day, and I realized that he slept only 3 to 4 hours for 40 years. And after his father passed away, it took his family like 10 days for people to all over the world gathering up to say goodbye to his father. So I asked myself, is this the life I want? And people taught me that if you have a lot of money, then your life will be great. And after 5 years, I noticed that life, I don't want to be in that pathway. So I say goodbye to him and I quit. And I joined and I found my own investment firm. I build buildings, real estate, household for people. And I did like earn quite good money actually back in the old days. And then I actually started one business. Apart from my investment firm, is a landscape company for koi. I believe Singaporean and all Malaysians, they love koi fish as well. So I started this business and I started the Aquaria Food Cultural Center. It's actually a wedding avenue, event venue, and restaurant, several cafes. And I learned a lot from my friends that if I want to be free, I need businesses run for me. So I invest all of my money into real estate and also into service sector. And I found out about cash flow. Actually, if you guys, someone already started a business, I graduated from the UK for business and management, but no one taught me how to actually operate a real business, a real cash printing machine. And actually, my business did generate a lot of cash, but it's not into my pocket. It's out of my pocket. So all the money I earned from investing in real estate, I have to pay the price to try to manage my service sector, and it burned me out for 5 years consecutively. And at that point, really, I asked myself, is it really an asset or it's really a liability? And you notice that, well, I had something very scary going on. As you can see, I gained like 1 kg every year, and also 1.5 centimeter on my belly every year. So 1 year is not much, but for 10 years, and then for 15 years. Um, so it was really scary. I cannot fit all of my clothes. I cannot actually, you can see my shirt, right? I cannot button myself properly. And I thought that, okay, all of my businessmen, all of my friends are like me, so no problem. And one day I was so stressful. I went to Thailand um, for a holiday. Actually, it was that holiday in my country. I was so stressed out. I was so lonely. And I went to visit my friends and went to visit Thailand. And during that trip, for the final day, I received a phone call. Um, that was a phone call from a very close friend, daughter of my family. And she told me that she is going to open a wellness market project in Vietnam, and the revenue will be like $300,000 per month. And she asked me whether I interested, and I said yes. I went to first time I went to metro in Thailand, find my way for 2 hours to get to her and to my line back then. And they told me about financial freedom, time freedom, and about health freedom. And you can trust me that until I heard about financial freedom and she explained about passive income, my mind blows away because I been to many places, learned from a lot of people, but no one taught me how to be financially free. And it was really exciting. And after 1 month, I joined Unipower seminar in Thailand again. I saw a lot of successful people. And when I reached through the hall, I found that my heart uh, actually beat faster, not because there were too many people, but because I saw so touching things on the stage. I saw some people that unable to recover from diabetes recover just because they trust university and because they don't have enough money to actually go out to treat diabetes the conventional way. I saw many successful people in the stage, and I saw the son of a farmer who was really poor back in the time for 3 or 4 generations. And I saw them very successful, and a lot of other people loved them so much. And I compared to myself. I said that, oh, I was graduated from the UK. My family, my parents are very successful. People treat me very well, but I don't find that I have so much love comparing to him. So I believe that there are something here that I want to bring back to Vietnam. And I found out that 30 years old, that was 8 years ago. I was successful. I have money. I can buy house. I can buy car, anything I want. But the problem is I don't have time for my parents. I rarely go home and enjoy a meal with them. And my parents, my dad's side, they have diabetes, and my mom's side, we have cardiovascular disease. And my dream is to take care of them, to be more successful than my parents, to buy them from the active income world. I want to buy their freedom. That's why I choose to start university. And this is actually the first trip after so many years. I run into conventional business. This is actually the Barcelona trip with university. The first trip that I can bring my parents, my uncle, and my younger brother to go together. Before I bought a lot of holidays for my employees, for my partners, but never for my family. My family has to go on vacation on turn. Sometimes my parents, they go their way, and when they go back, my younger brother's turn, and then my turn. So we never were able to travel together. But this time, for the first time, after I graduate, after I go out to work, we went together. And the experience was so different. Then after we went back from Barcelona, during 2013, there was an incident to my family and to Vietnamese. This is actually the picture of my grandfather's funeral. He is the first general of Vietnam that helped our country to claim back our independence from the French and the States and the US. And he lived for 103 years with us. And after his death, I was on that car bringing him home to his homeland. And I actually saw millions of Vietnamese. They stand there for all day just to say goodbye to him the last time. So that day, I asked myself why he go retired for so long, and why so many people love him so much. They love him so much, they respect him. And I saw people that maybe never have opportunity to meet him stand there to cry as he was their family. And that day, I understand that no matter how much money you make, it's not so important. The most important thing in this life is how many lives you change to be better, to be more meaningful, to be more valuable every day. So I promised to him that I will continue his pathway to bring happiness for my people, for my friends, for the Vietnamese, and for people all over the world. and I did change myself. You can see that I reduced a lot of fat. I changed my lifestyle to be very healthy. I eat proper meal. I rest myself. I learn a lot from with my friends, and I was presidential better. But after that, we struggled. After that, we struggled at PCM, PD1, PD fully, and then Sapphire 1. When I reached Sapphire 1, I can no longer uh, become more successful. I can no longer build my people. And I kept asking me why. Actually, after 5 years, our organization collapsed. My commission dropped to only about 3,000 US dollars per month. That was the lowest one during 2016, 17. And I wanted to quit. But during that huge loss during that time, some of our friends asked me why I actually joined University, why I joined the first day. And I told them that it actually shocked me because I cannot recall why I joined University the first day. And that gentleman told me that the first day after you came back from Thailand, you told me that you have many opportunities out there, but you choose University because you want to honor your grandfather and you want to change Vietnamese people's life and people all over the world life to be better. And I cried. I cried out like a child. And I told myself that how come I lost my way during the difficult time. So this was 2 years ago when we actually woke up. The first time our team, we have new ranks, new EM, new directors, new SD, new ED. And the picture on the right was actually last year. We have we have 50 new directors. After that time that we wake up together and we choose together. And actually, to achieve this success, I really need to thank University because I've been working with many organizations. There is nowhere I felt so much love, so much care, and so much joy like University. Actually, Mr. Good Hughes, Mr. Christopher Kim, Bobby Kim, also Miss Mai Lam from Vietnam. They are my family members. They help us a lot since the day we were no one. Really, I'm very so much thanks for Unit Power System, the system that taught me a lot, taught our leaders about X equal Y, about our highest purpose of life. Because without that highest purpose of life and without that love, I believe that we already gave up so many times. And we cannot achieve such success together. Really about my team, I have team members like my family members. So much love, so much care, so much passion, and we care for each other. We actually, many of my downlines, they follow this pathway, even they cannot earn their living for many years until they reach the tipping point. I really, really thank my team. And I really, really thank your team, Singaporean, Malaysian, many, many other Unicity and Unipower team, because you show me that even a very developed country like Singapore, but you still want to make life better. I learned a lot from Singaporean leaders. I learned a lot from your passion. I learned a lot from your courage to make life better. And finally, it was about myself. During the past 10 years, I believe that there were two choices that I made that really, really changed my life forever. One of that very, very important decision was joining Unicity. Without that moment, without my upline, without my upline, without these four partners, my life was good, but never can become great and never become so joyful, so happy every day. And I really, really love this picture because during the most difficult time in our team, I believe that when we reach a certain problem, some teams pull together and some teams, they just scatter. Individually, we are very strong, like a white bull. But you know, we cannot protect ourselves out there in the open world against a pack of predators like lions. And during that day, our team, we decided to stick together. We decided to form a circle of safety, to bound together, to overcome ourselves, to protect the weak, to protect each other. And this picture always reminds us of even how successful we are. We cannot be so successful and so huge in current situation, in the current business world, because there are always predators waiting for us. But here with four partners, I feel that our circle of safety, our culture, it helps to actually raise a lot of leaders to take responsibility and make life better. So with Unicity, I believe that the most important thing right now we need to make is not only Vietnam, it's not only Singapore. I believe Unicity Global is a big family, and I believe that unity is power. So that is my story. Thank you. So I will stop to share my slide right now. Okay.
Thank you, President Nam.
Hello?
Thank you, President
Okay, I
Nam.
can hear you clearly now.
Right,
Yes.
right. Your determination, your grit, you know, your humility shines through in your presentation, you know. to rise so high and to fall so hard, but to rise again, it's not easy, and you made it, you know, so congratulations. Yeah. But
Thank
you know,
you.
share with us, 60% of 60% of our daily activities are determined by our habits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So champions are not champions because they do things differently. Champions are champions because they do things differently, right? So, what is the one habit that has helped you to become successful?
Hmm. Actually, if you mention about habits, for my daily routines, I believe that motivation help us to start. But actually, discipline and habit form our success. So with Unicity, I learned a lot of small discipline every day. I believe that small things matters.
Mm,
And before, a lot of people ask me about how to be successful and what is the most important habit. I believe that for our team, mm, knowing the why, understand the why is very important. Our system help us to actually see we do have, to
mm.
see, to feel, to generate the why. But mostly we fail in a very important thing that we don't do enough action
Right.
on the right direction.
So it is the habit of action, executing whatever that you have planned daily. Would you say that is
So
your habit?
with unicity, with yes, discipline is my habit.
It's a habit that you instill in yourself.
Yes, and I believe that everyone with discipline will be successful very very soon.
You're right. You're right. Another question. What nowadays, you know, there are so many options or tools to present Unicity business, right?
Mm,
What tool
yes.
do you use that makes your business simple, duplicatable, and meet with highest success rate?
Mm. What tool, right? And
Yes,
how
what
we
tool?
present.
Yeah,
Is that your question?
what tool and
Oh,
maybe channel you can share with us? What tool
mm,
is it hard copy or leaflets, you know, or is it through a app that you use, or you know,
mm-hmm.
is it just plain testimonials that you share one on one or one to a bigger group? What tool do you use in your organization?
Actually, in my organization, we have a lot of people from a lot of
Yes,
backgrounds.
yes.
So, so like you mentioned, the most important thing is duplication. And I told my downline that no matter what you do, tool is only tool. And you have a lot of great tools in Unipower system. And you know, this is my tool. I always go out with my pocket, a lot of Unicity products.
Okay.
I always have many things with me. This is only in my pocket. I have plenty of those in my car, which
Right.
parked downstairs. So this is the product in my pocket. I just took out my final slim to give to my friend who had dinner with me today and introduce him brief about why I use slim and why my father and my mother use slim every day. So this can be our tool. What can be our tool elsewhere? We have online channels, we have offline, we have pro wellness, we have our lifestyle, we have our story to tell. Story, we can tell story about BioSly E, one product. We can have story about Unimate. We can have our story about how we love coffee, how Rejection coffee make our day, how Rejection is good after exercise. For example, I have a lot of things to tell, and I'm so passionate to share it with minimum 3 people per day, even online, even offline. This afternoon, I had a live stream session from my Facebook. I share about pro wellness. This evening, I share about BioSly Slim with my friend when I tell her and him about business opportunity. And after finishing with you guys, I have another meeting with my friend about how to fix his stomach of having HP, like a lot of problems. I love to solve problems for people. So as long as you keep 3 attempts a day to help other people, any tool would be great.
Right. Thank you. So do you actually you said your rule is you must share to at least 3 people, correct? 3 people a day, correct? It's
That is
all
at
through
least minimum.
minimum, yes. So it's all through
Minimum.
appointments, making appointments with them. Will you actually, do you go out to the public, in any open area? Do you approach a stranger and tell, hey, you want to try this product? And you take out a sachet of your product and let the person try? Do you approach stranger?
Actually, I do approach stranger, but I don't bring my product with me when I approach stranger because it's quite not polite to
Okay.
to go to a stranger and say, okay, listen, try this. I actually observe, you can meet your diamond anywhere in one day. But as long as we raise our sense, we need to observe who is the one who actually needs, who is the one who actually welcome us, who actually the one who provide service. For example, I sit in a restaurant right now, and when I came here, there was a very, very cute lady that showed me around and say, oh, this place is brilliant for you to have a meeting. And I say, oh, thank you very much. Thank you for your service. I ordered water and she bring me another cup of refreshment drink. And she told me that, oh, this is off the menu. But today you are our first customer. So I would like to treat you to this drink. And I thank her very much. And after this meeting, I will meet you again to just to say thank you. And I believe that after that chit chat, I will give some comments about this restaurant. I will give her some hints how to earn more. I will give her something to solve her problem. And I will have her Facebook.
Yeah.
So we make the contact every day to help people every day.
Yes. It can be anybody, anywhere, right?
Anybody, anywhere.
Yeah. Also, just one more question from myself before we open
Yes.
to the public. All right. Anybody that want
Okay.
to ask
Okay.
question, anybody that want
Sure.
to ask question, you can type in the chat box. All right. And President Nam would be very kind to to reply your question. President Nam, everybody loses motivation and
Mm,
gets distracted because we are human, right?
yes.
How do you stay motivated after the rise, the fall, and rise again, and right now also every day? How do you stay motivated and make sure you remember your goals every day?
This is a very tricky question. But it happens all the time.
Yes, it happens all the
For my
time.
first, for my first 5 years, people ask me, um, "Do you ever give up?" And my answer was, "No, I will never give up."
Mm,
But after after my 5 years, I found out that, damn, I'm not being quite sincere, giving up 10,000 times. But after I want to give up, I ask myself, okay, you can give up anytime. Why today?
why today?
And if you give up, and if you give up, how about your people, the people that um, sacrifice their time,
Mm,
their effort, their job, their money to go along with you?
mm,
And if you want to quit for yourself, it's okay, but you cannot quit on your beloved one. You cannot quit on your family. You cannot quit on your team that you love. You cannot quit on university.
mm.
And after that, I believe that if you quit, it's okay. But mm, for all reasons that we fight in this life, I believe that love is the most proper reason. I keep
Okay.
on fighting and overcome myself because I'm so much uh, thankful for Unity, for Unipower, for our team, and for my even even there is anyone who supports us. And just because I want everybody to be successful, and when we forge our way of success, I believe that we can make other people see, and they can be successful also. That is a lot of love. So love.
So love is what continues motivates you. A good
Yes.
one, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We are open to anybody that want to ask any question. Ask President Nam. All right. We can take 3 questions. Do we have anybody that want to ask President Nam?
Please ask me some questions that make you teach, make you so successful.
Right. Makes you tick, makes you successful, makes you have
Shit.
6 presidents under
Yes.
you. Yes.
Yes.
There's one here from Miss Claudia. How
Okay.
do you handle rejection and find the courage to stay on?
Okay. Miss Claudia, thank you for your question. Actually, facing rejection is not easy. But if you really observe the business world, we face rejection every day.
Mm.
And I use statistics to actually stay on because, many people ask me that if you talk to someone, are you sure that they will join? I said, no way. I have 1% of chance that they will join. If I talk to a coordinator, for example, today we have like 100 people in this chat room, right? Maybe 20% will be so successful. 80% will be okay, good for you. And they will stop after a few rejection. So how to on, you have to understand the nature of business and make then people will start to don't focus on the failure, focus on giving out more value and stick with your plan of people per day. Learn, do, and then don't keep the story with yourself. Valuable every day, your skill increase every day.
Oh, we have lost President Nam.
Hey, can you see me again? Is it good now?
I can hear you. You can continue to speak, President Nam.
Yes.
Yes,
But
you can
not
continue
see
to speak. Yes.
myself, right? Not see yet.
President Nam, are you with us? Okay, let us we are contacting President Nam again. He's checking his network and will be back soon. Apologies for this. It takes less than 10 seconds for him to be connected again. Let's give him 10 seconds. Mr. Ong Guan Chu, GC, that's a great question. Do you pay more attention to product approach or solely focus on business approach? I'm not sure whether President Nam will join us soon, but I've actually asked him this question myself. And he said it is a combination of both at the same time. To people, when he meet them, if he do start with business and he will gauge their response. If it's not a very favorable response, what he does is he will start them on product and selected product for the specific person. And he does follow up very closely in weekly, every day, and for 1 week at least, and to see what is the reaction from the product. And he will continue with other products from there. And when the person is ready, he will then bring in, why don't you share more about the products? You have seen the goodness of the products. Why don't you share with your loved ones? All right. So President Nam, you're back. President Nam.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. So we just proved that I fail every day, right? I just failed once, and now I come back.
Okay, we have two questions actually. One is I leave one question for the ending.
Yes.
All right. Another question. There are two more questions. What is the most important value in your opinion a person must have? A value in yourself a person must have to see long-term success.
What is the most important value to see long-term success, right?
Yes, if you want to see success, what is the most important value a person must have?
Wow, you guys really hacked my brain.
You graduated from Aston, England. This should be peanuts.
Actually, every one of you have a great, and so passionate, so successful personality live within yourself. So it's really difficult for one to say that what is more important than
Right.
the other thing.
Right.
But if you ask me about that, I would say the most important thing is forget the past. The past already passed. If you're successful yesterday, it was yesterday. If you failed yesterday, it was yesterday. If someone hurt you, it was yesterday. If someone insulted you, it was yesterday.
Right.
So the past already gone. Don't be trapped in the failure or the success of the past. Also, the future is not that yet. It's not that yet there. So don't rely so much on the future.
It's now.
Make you present.
Yeah, it's now.
Do something right now.
Right.
To make you to increase your value, to increase your skill, to overcome your fear,
right.
To act more, to give more, to be more passionate. Do it now.
Yes.
So if you ask me what, then I would say do it now.
Okay. Do it now. Another question from Ong Guan Chu. All right. He's a very passionate leader in Malaysia. All right. His question to yourself would be, do you pay more attention to product approach, or do you solely focus on business approach to your prospects?
Okay. Mr. Ong, right?
Right, correct.
Okay, Mr. Ong. This question haunted me for 6 years.
6 years?
6 years. Okay,
Whoa.
Product or sponsoring people. Okay, product or sponsoring people. Product or sponsoring people. Oh, what should I focus in? What can I do? Blah, 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 blah. So I would say, you can imagine like this. This is very, very funny. I believe that you will laugh out loud today, okay? And if you can do that, then don't hesitate to change right now. I don't know what time is it in Malay right now.
It is nearly 9 p.m.
Okay, can Mr. Ong promise me that if I answer this question for you, then you do it now, 9:30 or 10 or 11, I don't care, okay? If I answer this question for you right now, Are you willing to act right now? One prospect, anything, one prospect. Can you type that you promise? Then I will answer. Otherwise, I go to sleep.
You said
Okay.
yes.
Okay, Mr. Ong, you are such a great leader. You know, actually, business or product is two sides
Of the coin.
Okay, I believe you're familiar with this. It's two sides of your dollar note. Okay, so you can give either this way or this way. No problem. It's still $100. Okay, don't ever do only product or only sponsoring, because money is, you don't have value if you provide a money note with only one side. Okay, this another example for you is right leg or left leg. Which leg you use more every day? I would say that before I use only sponsoring. So I jump using one leg, my left leg. And some of my people, they only use sponsoring. I would say they only use right leg. So the best combination is left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, like two sides of the note.
Right.
So if that can help you to be successful, then I would be very, very grateful for you and your team.
So we look forward to GC giving us the great news tomorrow by sponsoring one person. Then I will let President Nam know.
Yes. You can do it.
Final.
Don't think too much. Just do it.
Just do it. Yes. Final question from Setlan. GC will. Okay. Final question from Setlan. Setlan wants to know, and I think everybody here wants to know. Our last closing question is, President Nam, what is your future goal? How and when are you going to achieve that?
Oh, what is the goal, right?
What is your future goal?
Actually, my future is not so long.
You mentioned you're going to do it now, right? Not future.
Yes. So this month, our team, we commit to reach Diamond 1.
Right.
And this year, our team goal is triple diamond.
Right.
With 2,500,000 OB.
Wow. How much percentage increment is that?
Oh, that is 5 times.
Good luck to you. We hear from Lan Mai the good news.
Sure, because you know what? We have to do it anyway. So why don't we do something bold? Why don't we do something so excited?
Yes.
Right?
Okay. Thank you very much for your time today. Thank you, everybody. That's all we have. Do you have any last question, President Nam, or any last wish or any last say to our viewers before we end the session tonight?
I would like to thank you all for your passion, for your trust, for your time that you spent with us today. And I wish you all successful, reach your tipping point, and go out every day to make life better.
Thank you very much. Good luck to you and your team also. Thank you.
Let's fight.
Good night.
Good night.